Hello guys, it's Remus here, and last year we checked the rarest and least played champions in the game at the time. But since many things happen like buffs or nerfs or even reworks, Aatrox and Urgot both were on the list and are not anymore, for example, and other changes, so let's see the stats for Season 8. There's also a new Riot Points giveaway on this video, so be sure to leave a like, hit the bell and subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, let's get back to our lovely champions. I'm going to show you about 1 minute of gameplay from Diamond plus level matches of each champion to see how top players perform with those champions, even if they're not very popular with the general population of the players. At number 10, there is VIKTOR with a pick rate of about 2.3%. With nerfs happening to him and items like Relay that VIKTOR really relied on, he's not doing so great. There's also an ultimate bug that makes it disappear if he dies, and that should not happen. Plus there are other mages or even assassins that are stronger and easier to play, as well as the need to play him with Ghost. ELISE is next with a 2.1% pick rate. The problem with her might be that she's a bit too complicated. You need a lot of mechanical skill to play her right, do clean combos and land your skills reliable and in the correct order, to know when to use the human and when to use the spider form, as well as the right place to go up and when to come back down. Similar to Azir, that I consider to probably be the hardest champion in the game. She takes a lot of skill and practice to master, and most people aren't ready for that much of a commitment, or they're afraid of spiders. Kayle takes the next spot with the same 2.1% pick rate. So we got good news here, since she just got announced for a rework that will keep her essence but improve upon. That should take her out of this list next year. I like the duality of going ranged with a spell, but most people find her simplicity rather boring or high risk on lane, since it's quite hard to win on top against most of the current top picks with her. But her rework should fix most of her setbacks in the future. Number 7 is taken by KALISTA with about a 2% pick rate and 45% win rate. Same as ELISE. I think the problem is that she's quite complicated, especially in lower ranks where people have no idea how or when to use her ultimate or to keep jumping around properly, and there are lots of easier or stronger AD carries that you can pick. Plus she received some nerfs over the years. The biggest one was her nerf on the range, and she really depends on having a great support. And if you are not pre-made with them, most people aren't going to try their luck, but at least she's great at kiting and securing objectives. Mordekaiser only has a 1.5% pick rate now. After a quite strong rework he received a few years ago when they added him the option to steal the dragon, and he became one of the god tier picks on bot. He got nerfed quite hard and ever since became a super rare pick. He's also quite a weird pick, starting top, and now he's more of a bot champion, and most people don't know how or where to play him or against him. But he's also confirmed to be reworked next year, so hopefully he's going to become great again and improve his great concept even more. Maybe he'll be able to steal your socks as well. KOG'MAW got nerfed a lot after being a very strong pick for a while, He was one of the best AD carries for a bit, raining fire or puke on everyone with Ginzu and Runan, but he was shut down by Riot and he went down a lot in pick rates and win rates ever since. He could still do well now in late game, but he and his support will probably be destroyed in early game, and he might not even see late game or get to build his core items before it's too late for the team. CORKI was never a super popular champion, but now he's in his worst state. He didn't get much love from Riot for years, and with the passive changes and the crit removal on Trinity, he's even worse than before now. And same as KALISTA, there are other AD carries that do better than him, yet he can work on mid as well since he has a nice roam potential, but he's still not that great there as well. SKARNER is still one of the least played champions after all this time, with about 1.2% pick rates. I've always found him quite a weird and boring champion even after so many changes and his Dominion style passive. He's not very good and feels a bit awkward to play. Even if played well, he can be a great pick, especially in pro play, but if there is a champion that deserves a full visual and gameplay rework that upgrades what already is interesting about his current kit, I think it's him. The second place is taken by our lovely girl Rek'Sai with about a 1.1% popularity rate. With many changes happening to her, the biggest was the ultimate rework that completely modified her playstyle as well as uncertainty of the build, should you go tanky or AD, and what jungle item to pick from Warrior or Cinderhawk, and her W not doing an AoE knockup anymore, making her not very great in teamfights. She lost her great map pressure and ever since was not the same. Last year SKARNER was number 1 and IVERN number 2, when he was even newer, but now IVERN fell down as the least played champion in the game, with barely 1% pick rates and almost 47% win rates. So I think his kit is interesting, especially not having to actually fight monsters in the jungle. He's very vulnerable to invades and not really good in 1v1 situations, having to also rely on Daisy's AI, and he's basically a support in the jungle. You need to count on your team to do well and try to help as you can, but he's super squishy and not that useful. And that's it again for the rarest champions in League of Legends at the moment. Be sure to check out my videos about the rarest skins, word skins, items and summoner icons, as well as the most popular ones. Thanks a lot for watching, subscribe and leave a like if you are new here, or I will eat your nose, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye-bye, Daisy.